So the process of graphing parametric equations in this section is going to be the same for every single problem. It's just that some of the problems are different than others. Like this one, we have two trigonometric equations. So you still do the same thing. I went ahead and gave us some values for our angle. So we'll just substitute those into each of those equations. Remember, x of t is 2 cosine t. So it's 2 times the cosine of this angle. So 2 cosine 0, 2 cosine pi over 6, etc. Okay, so what we're going to do is use our unit circle. Cosine of 0, remember cosine is the x coordinate, so cosine of 0 is 1. So for this first one, we have 2 times 1, which is 2. Pi over 6 is our 30-degree mark. Cosine of pi over 6 is the square root of 3 over 2. So we have 2 times the square root of 3 over 2. The 2's will reduce to 1, leaving us with the square root of 3. So we're going to use that process, going through, substituting these in for t, getting cosine off of our unit circle, multiplying it by 2, and we'll get our value. I'm going to go ahead and speed this process up a little bit and tell you what all of those values are. This is going to be 2 times 1/2, 2 times 0, 2 times negative 1/2, 2 times the negative square root of 3 over 2, 2 times negative 1, 2 times negative square root of 3 over 2, 2 times negative 1/2, 2 times 0, 2 times 1/2, 2 times the square root of 3 over 2, and 2 times 1. We're going to do the same thing for our y function. Our y function is for sine of t. So looking at the first one, we're going to have 4 sine of 0. Sine of 0 is the y coordinate. So sine of 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. So same process in this entire list. Okay, so on this one, the 2 will go into the 4 2 times, leaving you with 2 square roots of 3. So you'll understand where we got that from later. So we have 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times the square root of 3 over 2, again, is 2 square roots of 3. 4 times 1/2 is 2. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times negative 1/2 is negative 2. 4 times the negative square root of 3 over 2 is negative 2 square roots of 3. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. 4 times negative 3 square roots of 2. I'm sure you're getting tired of listening to me talk by now. Ha! Okay, so we have 4 times negative 1/2 is negative 2, and then 4 times 0 is 0. So what we want to do is take this x, put it with this y, and plot that point on our grid. Okay? I won't be going back and forth because I don't want to make you too dizzy. But let's get this graph started. By the way, when we graph the square root of 3, we're going to be graphing 1.7. So this is approximately 1.7. And 2 square roots of 3 will be approximately 3.5. Okay? So let's see what we have. We have the point 2, 0. 1.7, 2, something like that. 1, 3.5, 0, 4. Remember, we started here and it's going this direction. The direction is very important with the parametric function or parametric equation. So then we have negative 1.72, negative 1.72, struggling a little bit. Where am I? Negative 2, 0. I think I skipped one, didn't I? Negative 1 and negative 3 or positive 3.5. There we go. I knew that because this is going to be symmetric about the y-axis here. Alright, so now where am I? Negative 2, 0. Negative 1.7. Negative 2. Negative 1. Negative 3.5. 0, negative 4. And it looks like these are going to just mirror on this side. So we start here and we go this direction. If I could actually follow the points, that'd be a pretty graph. So don't forget to put your directional arrows and you have your graph.